Do this.
Big money poppin', that's why I go shopping. Big money poppin', that's why I go shopping. Big money poppin', that's why I go shopping. You coming with me, shorty? Yeah, you ain't got an option. Big money poppin', that's why I go shopping.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the two Dum Yinzers. This is episode 102, Mike. 102.
102.
102.
We made it. Oy, oy, oy. A long time to get here, but we made
You
it.
know what? I was just thinking this the other day. Just yesterday, actually. We were to episode 102, and we just had Casey on the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was on the second episode, so it's been 100 episodes. 100 episodes since we first had Casey on.
That's insane. Time flies, man.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding, man. So there you go. 102 or well on our, next number goal, 150 and 200. For man, we'll be up around 1,000 somewhere.
I was about
right?
to say, but 1,000 is coming up next.
Yes. I'm kind of let down today, Mike.
Uh-oh.
Let down this morning.
That's not good.
Well, it's just been, I can't get it out of my mind. All right. Remember yesterday when you won the news or fake news contest?
Yeah.
And I lost my
You lost your birthday?
I lost my birthday, my naked hug from behind, and my hasty dance, and I only have one birthday a year, so I have an idea. I say today, I think we could come up with something. I could find some kind of something we could play. Just give me one more chance. Give me one more chance, man.
I have a feeling
my birthday. It's really not too much to ask.
I have a feeling you're trying to you're just gonna keep coming up with games until I lose.
No, it's not like that.
Uh-huh.
Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to play this one today. I'll figure something out we can play.
Okay.
And if I win, then I get my birthday gift back. But if you win, then it's gone forever.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how the day goes.
Okay. Good enough for me. I guess we poach at the pink elephant here. Pirates lose 16-0 to the Yankees yesterday.
I mean, damn.
We're lucky enough to actually be able to split this series, so I guess I'll take it. But 16-0 total football score. I mean, even in a football game, that's not even a good score. You know what I mean? You beat someone 16-0. It isn't like you killed them, but you still kicked their asses. They did nothing against you. So 16-0. Pirates dropped to 33-48. They dropped to fourth place in the division. They're a half game behind the Cubbies. 12.5 out of first. They started another 2-game set today. Today at Cincinnati, they play the Reds at 2:10, and then they play them again tomorrow. They play them again tomorrow at 7, I believe, and that'll wrap up that 2-game set. So maybe we could gain a little bit back here against the Reds.
Oh, this is just peak Buccos right here. They were coming into last night's game 6-0 against the two best teams in baseball, then just get completely dominated to show why they truly are one of the laughing stocks of baseball.
Yeah. And the thing is, they're always going to be until somebody takes this organization serious and pursues and tries to, get players in that's going to win, make a decent run in the playoffs. You're always going to have this hanging over your head, and it's a shame. And I have to be ashamed because prior to the early 90s seasons, we had a pretty good franchise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A competitive team on the field. You played in, a couple World Series. You won, a couple So, I mean, until that early 90s, this wasn't a thing, and the Pirates weren't the laughing stock of everything. And so until there's some kind of effort to be made, or they do make that deep enough run into the playoffs, they're always going to be that team.
They are. Like my favorite highlight from last night was when I think they're already up like 12-14-0. Dude crushes a home run. And the Pirates announcer is just all depressed, like, this is ridiculous. And I loved it. I loved it because the Buccos announcers are the ultimate homer announcers, and they're so unprofessional. I love it when they get dejected.
I did. I heard something about that. I heard Greg Brown.
Yes, that's who it was, Brownie.
He took it was Joey Gallo's jack. Now, Joey Gallo, to remember, either earlier in the week or last week, leads the universe in strikeouts.
Mm-hmm.
And he managed to, no, it was Giancarlo Stanton that popped the one out.
Yeah, Stanton. He destroyed that ball.
Brown went off on the Giancarlo Stanton home run, but Joey Gallo's did knock one out of the park last night as well.
Yeah.
And he, like I said, was the strikeout game.
So anytime Brownie gets dejected and upset, it always makes me happy. I like Greg Brown as an announcer. He's excitable and all that, but he's too much of a homer for me.
I'm not a real, I mean, whatever, right? I met him one time. He was, he comes off, he's the same exact way as he comes off.
Okay.
Yeah, like I just was not, I wasn't thrilled. I met him, Kevin Young, and backup catcher Keith Osick back in the late 90s. And like I said, Greg Brown is exactly how you expect.
See, I like my announcers like Mike Lang, to where sometimes you can't tell who scored.
Yeah.
Is it did the Penguins score, or was it the other team? Because he would get excited, he telling the story of the game. You're like, oh, it was the other team that scored. It happened to be one of the prettiest goals you've ever seen. So I like my announcers down the middle, even if they're on for my team. I want them fair. There's
an arrogance to Greg Brown. I think that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah,
that was what I picked up almost immediately from him when I met him. There's an arrogance.
Yeah,
he kind of looks right through you, and that was the feeling that I got when I met him. I recall that. I remember thinking, oh, okay, cool. I'll meet the announcer.
Yeah, and
he kind of like looks through you, and it just kind of rubbed me wrong.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So back at it tonight, man. We got the Reds. So there's a team last place in the division. If anybody we should be able to beat, maybe it'll be the Reds.
They'll sweep the Reds. They'll put up good numbers, and Bucco fans will act like they're the greatest team in Pittsburgh.
Get my World Series tickets out of the garbage can again.
Exactly, yeah. Because Bucco fans on Twitter are making me laugh. They're saying how, hey, the Penguins are now irrelevant because the Buccos have a phenom prospect who's batting 190. Come on, Cruz, turn it around.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be all right.
I hope so. He's exciting, so I want him to do well. But dude, we had that conversation. So exciting, man. He is. But
I don't really ever get like I always say, and this Mike Trout's my guy. When I sit down and watch baseball, there's a certain excitement that comes with Mike Trout because something is probably going to happen every single time he's on your television screen, and you kind of get that same feel from this guy. Once he gets, they shine him up and detail him, and he gets to where he could, play his full potential in baseball. I think this guy's going to be amazing. Man.
But I just don't have faith in the Buccos.
No.
To really, he looks like that guy that would be fun to watch. Like, if he only gets a single, like, okay, is he going to steal a base? What's going to happen if we get a shot to the gap? Is he going to be able to make it all the way from first to home on a little squeaker out of the infield into the outfield? Stuff like that. That's,
absolutely.
He's that guy you want to see on base.
I like him so far, I don't know. We'll see. Just like every other thing the Pirates do, let's just wait and see.
Yeah, it's either bound for failure or success.
Yeah. A couple Steeler notes here.
All right.
USA Today ranks Steelers helmet and logo number 1 in the NFL, which I would agree with, and I always thought we kind of have a cool thing going with our colors and our logo and this and that. But the USA Today ranks them number 1.
I dig it. I've always liked the Steeler logo. I kind of like even like the Colts. I've always liked their logo. They just have a cool uniform too, or not the Colts. I'm sorry, the Chargers. The Chargers with the lightning bolt and all that.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah,
I
I'm
like
glad to see
teams
the
that have
Steelers
like
got number
something.
one in something, baby. We're making a comeback.
I like the teams that have different helmets, like the Bengals. You know what I mean? It's nobody has that.
Yeah,
It's the animal stripe
yeah,
takes over the whole
yeah,
helmet. I like that. Um, I don't know, like things like that. I like the
yeah.
helmets that are a little bit off, a little different. The Browns, everybody in our division except for the Ravens got a pretty cool helmet. And you know,
Yeah.
even theirs is
Even like
pretty good.
the Ravens though, like I think the whole uniform from helmet on down, it makes it makes their whole
Yeah,
uniform better, not just the helmet. The helmet,
that uniform represents the Ravens. That
yeah,
represents Baltimore. That
yeah,
represents their attitude, their
mm-hmm,
toughness. Their when I see that uniform, there's a certain feel that you get,
yeah,
especially being a fan from within their division.
mm-hmm. Like shit, man. When you turn on a game on a like a Sunday night game and it's Monday night game, you got the Ravens. They can be in their all blacks, and the Steelers can be in their with their white jerseys, or vice versa. There's two iconic teams, two iconic uniforms, and
Absolutely.
you just know it's going to
It's
be
a uniform that demands your attention. I don't
yeah,
know. It's
yeah,
weird. It is weird. I know what you're
yeah.
saying.
And
It
it's
isn't
not
like
like
you're turning on just catching an old Jets uniform and a Buffalo Bills uniform.
or
The Ravens, it has a feel. The Ravens
yeah,
uniform has a feel.
or like the Packers, man, like an
Yeah.
iconic franchise. They have that. That's their color scheme. That's their jersey. It's just in their helmet. It's just like
The Dallas Whites. Anytime you see them Dallas White shirts, you know what I mean?
yeah. It's that's a clean classic look. You just demand your attention. Like the Raiders,
Yeah,
their whole you demand your attention.
absolutely. Another pretty funny story from the black and gold. Did you catch this? Greg Lloyd dispels rumors that link him and Kevin Green to the disappearance of Neil O'Donnell after Super Bowl 30. I guess somebody sat down and was interviewing Greg Lloyd, and they brought this up. They said, "Why was it? What did you and Kevin Green do after the Super Bowl? Because O'Donnell basically disappeared,
Yeah,
and really since those
yeah,
he went to the Jets, Titans, and after that nobody's ever seen him again.
yeah,
So kind of a tongue-in-cheek question that the guy asked, and he asked him what him and Kevin Green did
yeah.
to Neil O'Donnell, and Greg Lloyd, dispelled the rumor. And he said,
Yeah.
no, we didn't have anything to do with that.
Uh, that's what you would say if you were involved in that. And I want to
Exactly.
put it past either of those two.
Yes.
I still blame Andre Hastings, man. It's a hot route. Hot route. Everyone's played Madden. Everyone knows. You see that blitz coming, you run the slant, and that's where the ball was thrown.
Everybody knows except for Hastings.
But poor Neil got the blame. But hey, that's the quarterback position. You get all the credit and all the blame.
Notice you haven't seen Hastings around either.
They got a twofer.
Stick with football. Baker Mayfield to the Carolina Panthers.
Yes.
Finally do something with Baker Mayfield. And I am so glad they took him out of there so they even have a more bizarre situation up in Cleveland. I love it.
That's great. It's
also
wild.
everyone else is going to love it because week one, the Panthers versus the Browns.
That's gonna be great. Maybe now if we get into the playoffs, we can beat the Browns.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there. It sucks, or maybe they beat us the last time they played. Fuck you,
That
Baker.
team ain't going to no playoffs.
No, no.
You can feel us getting better, and you can kind of feel the Browns sliding again. It's awesome. I love it.
Like you have the number 1 and number 3 draft pick from their draft class on the Panthers for quarterback, and they're both. Baker has like the most picks thrown in that time, and I think Darnold's third in that time. But at least Baker, he's proven he can get a team to the playoffs, and he can win. So I think
good quarterback. I don't have
he is what he is, man. I put him in like the top 20. He's in that range. He'll gut it. He's a gutsy player. This dude, he's playing arm in a sling and shit like that with his non-thrown shoulder. He's a gamer. I give him credit for that. Do I want him as my quarterback? I
He
wouldn't
has
want
a
him as
certain
my quarterback.
grittiness to him that I like in a quarterback.
Mhm.
I think he's going to be just fine. I just think that
Yeah.
Cleveland's such a clusterfuck. I
Yeah.
would be surprised if Baker Mayfield goes somewhere else and has a good career, which
Yeah.
he was having a good career in Cleveland.
He was too. Yeah. Like last year, he was doing great. Then he got hurt, and they decided to, we have one of the best running back tandems in the league. Let's just throw the ball with a quarterback with a bum arm and stuff.
Yeah.
No, you set him up for failure. He's not, he's not Peyton Manning. He's not Tom Brady, where you can let him sling the ball 40, 50 times a game. You have to manage his throws. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of quarterbacks you have to do with that. Steelers kind of did that with Ben when he was younger because he had that.
You said you got Chubb.
He had that
and
Favre
you also
type.
had Kareem Hunt. Now Kareem Hunt runs like a locomotive. This guy is a fucking train. Why Cleveland didn't stick with this? Are you making?
No, I'm like, I agree with you. I'm like, they're dumb for doing that.
Okay. I thought my audio was fucked up.
So, no.
This guy runs like a locomotive. If you bring Kareem Hunt to your team and don't use him,
it's stupid.
You might be the Browns.
It's like the Bengals against in the Super Bowl, not running with their running back.
Yeah.
Mixon, thank you. I always forget his name, and he's a beast too. Like, you have that great running back tandem. Run the play action. That's when they were doing well.
You know what? I don't understand. I never understand, and I probably will never understand the Cleveland Browns. But you know what? I'm fine with that because
me too.
they tend to stay below the Mason-Dixon line, and I'm fine with that.
Like, aren't they also paying like a portion of his salary still too?
Yeah, they're paying like $10 million or something.
That might be 10 of 18 or 18 million of whatever. That's typical Browns. Typical Browns. I love it. Bruh. You win.
Penguins schedule announced. The boys open up against the Coyotes, Mike. We got the Coyotes to kick off the NHL season this year. Did you get a chance to look at the schedule?
Let me contain my excitement for that opening game.
They
could have picked a better opponent for us.
Maybe get a win, kind of get the wheels turning a little bit. I'm okay with that.
I love hockey. I can't wait for it to come back. I'm disappointed that we only play the Flyers and the Capitals only 3 times.
Oh wow, dude!
Instead of 4.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like one of the I can't remember if he was a Penguin writer or a Steeler beat writer, but also follows the Penguin, said, only playing the Flyers 3 times this year, that's going to hurt Crosby's points per game average because he just racks up the points against them. But it's just weird though. Those are like marquee games, and we're playing one less against them against a division rival.
Yeah.
You think you cut them out against like teams from another division?
I remember that one year we were playing 8 and 9 games against teams from our division.
It felt like, yeah. So that's just like the one thing I didn't like with that schedule.
Right.
But other than that, I can't wait.
Couple other quick sports stories here. 500-pound Butterbean, 55 years old, challenges Mike Tyson to a boxing match.
Butterbean was fitting to have a heart attack in the ring at that. Tyson's still in shape though, dude.
But Butterbean never was. Did you ever see the way he hits people?
Yeah.
He is a fucking club, man. I would like to see that fight just because, Tyson's older. He's not what he was. He doesn't have that same edge. And Butterbean, he's just one of them guys. There's always this big guy that you just don't want to fight because he's so big. He takes one swing, he knocks people out. That's Butterbean. I love Tyson. I wouldn't want to see him get his ass beat, but I would love to watch this fight. I think it'd be interesting.
I think Tyson would wreck him.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he would have wrecked him.
I would like to see
Daniel killed him.
Because he's one of these bigger guys that, you ever see these big guys? They just don't, they get punched in the head. They don't budge. Butterbean's he's a beast in his own right. And, he's no stranger to the ring.
He's not. No, but I just think Mike would destroy him.
Aaron Rodgers gets his first tattoo, Mike, on his arm. It has astrological elements in it. Did you get to see his tattoo?
Like Aaron Rodgers would be the one quarterback in the league that has astrology symbols all over him. He's a basic. I thought I was a basic white bitch. This dude's taking the championship from me, man.
There's nobody
He is the
more
basic boy
white
bitch.
than Aaron Rodgers, man.
Next thing you know, he can't wait for pumpkin spice season to roll around. Gonna have his vest on and his Uggs and his skinny jeans tucked in, looking like Han Solo. Yeah, that's Aaron Rodgers.
Yes,
like the multiple league MVP.
Beat up by Butterbean.
I would too. I'd pay good money to see that.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have a sports story.
All right, let me knock this out real quick because it's just I have to go back and say something I forgot.
Oh yeah, go.
The opener against the Coyotes is October 13th. I did want to add that.
That's right around the corner.
It is right around the corner.
It really is. Yeah, my sports story. Today is the longest stage in the Tour de France. It's over 220 kilometers. It's probably still going on right now. You can go catch the replay. Just turn it on in the background.
What is that in miles, Mike?
Oh God, I don't know.
See, this is why I can't get into things like that. I don't have the basic intelligence, I guess, because when they're on there talking about the meters and the kilometers and beats me, man. I'm basic white American.
Like 136 miles.
Wow.
Yeah. I see. I get like I haven't watched any of the stuff, so normally when I watch, I learned the conversion for like that 23 days, and I can figure it out. After that, I'm toast. So I haven't watched any of the race, so I don't know. But yeah, today's the longest day.
I am the definition of you got your diploma. You know what I mean? Like I have like the basic.
You paid You paid just enough attention to graduate.
Barely.
That's welcome to like 95% of Americans. That's us,
right?
We just skate by.
No more, no less.
Exactly. I wasn't getting paid, so why should I work hard?
Did you do your story yet?
Yeah, that was the longest day of the Tour de France.
Okay, so we're okay.
Yeah, I got to be that guy. I got to drive viewers away somehow. My fireworks rate did not. Our subscriber base stayed the same. So maybe once a couple of them catch up to it.
How about this? You thought life was crazy. You thought life was weird for the past 2-3 years. Holy shit! Somebody blew up the Georgia Guidestones. Did you see this?
No.
The mystery Guidestones that popped up in the early 80s in Georgia that have the depopulation, listings of what they think that the population on Earth should be, how to survive the apocalypse. All these bizarre things are on these Georgia Guidestones, and it's relatively new. So I mean, we can't say it's this ancient, crazy, cursed artifact. But the fact is, nobody knows where it came from. It has such a bizarre element to it. Mm-hmm. Somebody decides to detonate a bomb. Boom. And blow up part of the Georgia Guidestones. Did you see this?
I did not see this. Normally, I'm like against blowing stuff like that up, but hey, you know what? At this point in time, where things are going, maybe no. Here's what happened. One of the particles escaped CERN, came over and blew them up.
And the thing that gets me, as far as I was reading, now if you go down and you visit the Georgia Guidestones, it's heavily under surveillance. Mm-hmm. There's cameras everywhere. The few people that I read that's been there, their experiences, they say when you're there, there's unmarked cars everywhere. There's people watching you constantly. I don't get how somebody gets through all that with a bomb, blows it up, gets out of there. Just kind of strange. But like I said, just it being such a mystery, the monument itself, it just makes the story a little bit more intriguing. Now, if you would look at it, you recall like how they are. It's like kind of like a 3-tier thing.
Yeah, because I pulled it up just now because I couldn't remember what it looked like.
And you could see that if you have the picture of it blown up, you can see the pieces blown off or whatnot. But I just find, that's an interesting story. Again, with everything
is.
going
It's just
on in the
weird.
world right now, this thing just so happens to get blown up. I don't know. I like it. I dig things like this. Like I said, I tend to pay attention to things that are like this for whatever reason.
Yeah. It surprisingly, it only had a 4.2 rating on Google.
What's that?
It only had a 4.2 star rating on Google before it got bloated up. So there are people out there that were hating on it, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Look, hater to I thought I was a hater, man.
And you are.
Oh, I'm a hater and I'm a hypocrite.
Right.
At least I admit it. But I'm not gonna go blow up something I don't like. Unless it's your bathroom.
Another one.
I can't. I'm done.
Here's one for you. Over $300,000 raised for Burger King employee who never missed a day of work in 27 years. The employee got in return for never missing a day of work, a backpack, a movie ticket, and a Starbucks cup. This is what Burger King gives this employee after 27 years, never missing a single day. So the TikTok gets a hold of it. It goes viral. People raise $300,000 for this person. I dig. You know what?
I do too.
Things that make me like people. When people, see something like this and say that's really fucked up. Let's do something. And out of their own goodwill, they accumulate this amazing amount of money for this person. Those are the kind of things that keep me in the game as far as not losing my mind with other people.
Like this is someone who that's 27 years. That's God working 5 days, probably at least 5 days a week every year.
King, no less.
Having to deal with the public for that many years. That person is a hero, a saint, and this goes to show that these companies do not care about you. They do not care about us. You're just a number, and they just view you as easily replaceable. And this is somebody probably given over half their life to that company because they like working there. They like the people. They like the job, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You're right.
Damn, this is shit. They're doing a fucking job.
I applaud her for taking this job serious, for staying committed.
Yeah,
being a long-term solution for this business.
Yeah.
When they turn around and give you a backpack, a movie ticket, and a mug.
Yeah.
Fuck them. She did the right thing. She's what it's all supposed to be all about. They're not. Good for her. $300,000. Enjoy your life.
You know what? I was already mad at Burger King because they jacked up the double Whopper meal. Now this makes me really pissed off. I'm done with Burger King.
$17 now, and I love the double Whopper meal.
Like I can't even find it on the menu anymore. It's like always some weird thing on the double Whopper now. I'm a fat guy and I want my normal double Whopper, and I don't see it on the menu anymore. So double fuck them for this one.
Double Whoppers are the best. Mike.
Bonnie buy double Whopper.
She said body by double Whopper.
Yeah. Well, so like one of our little tickets at work got stuck on my shirt, and then the one girl, she's like, "Mike, it's on your shirt." I'm like, "Where?" On your stomach. I'm like, "There's a lot of real estate here. You gotta be specific, okay? I need coordinates. I need pretend you're calling in an airstrike or something. I need."
Yeah, Mike, go pick up something I left you in California. It's
there somewhere.
On the map. You won't have no problem finding it.
Yeah, it's like little dot on my shirt, like where I'm like looking around and like
yeah.
Well, it wasn't even close.
Another one. Amazon Prime members now get free Grubhub deliveries, Mike. They joined forces. Forces be joined. Grubhub and Amazon Prime members. If you're an Amazon Prime member and you go through Grubhub, you now get free deliveries. I guess there is some stipulation, blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah, always
go and check it out, and you can also get free deliveries if you are a member of Amazon.
That's not bad because you're paying like $100 or more for Amazon Prime every year,
right?
And if you're not, ordering a lot of like stuff to have shipped to your house, I guess it's a good perk to have, like use Grubhub, so that way you don't have to pay the delivery fee for them or pay for that extra to where you don't have to have their delivery fee. Just, link it with your Amazon Prime, I guess. It's cool. It's probably something shady going on there that's going to screw over like, the Grubhub drivers.
But you know what? Here's an example of a company looking out for people. You know
I
what
hope.
I mean?
You hope.
Trying to make things better.
Yeah. You hope, and you hope it works seamlessly, and no one, none of the workers get screwed over. I can dig the concept, the idea.
Yes, I like it. I like it. Maybe I'm going to switch over. I usually use DoorDash, but now that Grubhub to be free delivery, I like it.
There you go.
Let's see. Another one. Pittsburgh's own Jackie Ivanko, the America's Got Talent contestant from back in the day. She was a little girl when she was on her. She had that real beautiful opera voice, and she came and thing and started making her own CDs, opera, blah blah blah. Jackie Ivanko has the bones of an 80-year-old woman due to anorexia. Now, I wouldn't think that Jackie Ivanko would be any more than 25 years old, just because I remember watching her. She was a little girl. Yeah. So I mean, maybe 13 years ago. I don't know how old she is, but she has the bones of an 80-year-old woman.
That's rough. That's just shit. Like, God, like eating disorders do more than just affect your weight and your psyche.
Yeah.
Like I never thought that. I thought it messes up your whole digestive system and all that. I never thought it would boom go to affect your bones, but I guess you're not bringing in those nutrients, the minerals, and everything that you need.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's rough.
That's the same. Hopefully she could get that figured out medically. I don't know much about osteoporosis or anorexia. However,
that's rough.
She hopefully she gets that all taken care of.
Yeah, that's rough.
It is. That is rough. All right. Another one. Amber Heard set up OnlyFans profile to pay, or she's going to set up an OnlyFans profile to pay her debts to Johnny Depp.
That's the what OnlyFans you said?
Yes.
All right, let me pull up my app. I'll subscribe to that.
I will too. I'll make her shit all over the place.
It's called a grumpy.
It'll be.
I'd sign up for that. Pretty soon. I'm gonna be competing with her. Me and her. I'll put my feet up on that. I'll sell my feet pics. She can sell her poopy pics.
Real well.
Yeah, I think I think my feet were more attractive than her grumpies.
There's just hell no. There's just something about a finely crafted grumpy. I don't know, man.
Hey, man, whatever gets you off, man, and I'm not gonna judge you.
Another one. Bluebell announces koozies for the ice cream pints, which I think is an amazing idea. Have you ever eaten one of these ice cream pints, especially in the summertime? It's melting, it's wet, you're pushing it and it's squeezing together. I think the ice cream koozie is a great idea, which we have on our website. If you would like to get a Two Dum Yinzers koozie for the next time you're eating a pint of ice cream, jump on our website and go ahead and get one.
Hey, apparently we're ahead of the game, but a koozie for the ice cream, I like it. That's ingenious.
I love it.
That just speaks to the that's just the American way right there. We're gonna say fuck it, we're just gonna eat a pint of ice cream because the world's going to shit, and let's just eat that sadness away.
Have you gotten one of them and you had to wrap paper towels around it because it starts melting and leaking and everything else? Why has no one ever thought of this? Again, check out our website. We have koozies.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you the story, like when I was living up in Sandusky and I went to this place to get ice cream, and it's like, I want a large. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. And it's like a gallon of ice cream they give you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was like the fucking gallon. I'm like, y'all could have told me. I thought like a large is to be like a little bit taller and skinnier than a medium. No.
Yeah.
I felt like a god, man. I was fat shaming myself.
I like the koozie. I like it.
I like the koozie. That's
good.
It
a lot.
Bluebell, man. They're smart.
They're forward thinking.
They are.
Neil deGrasse Tyson wonders what other plants can get you high that people haven't tried yet.
This is why Neil is one of my favorite scientists. He asks the important questions.
It's so scary because you know what I mean? You got to try other. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't imagine the first people that got high, what all they smoked
Right.
before they actually
Right?
ran into the weed that was, good for you and
Yeah.
made you imagine, what are you, poison ivy,
Yeah, I was
poison
about to say, imagine
sumac.
just grinding up like leaves of poison ivy and trying that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Which
But
we
I tell
did
you,
when we were a kid. I don't think it was poison ivy, but we
mhm.
attempted to take other leaves and crinkle them up and dry them and to see, if they
See if it would work. Yeah.
no good results, nothing. No.
No. But hey, man, if it but I guarantee you, the minute they find something that gets you high, every government in the world will be banning that shit.
Yeah, you know that.
You know that, yeah, or taxing the shit out of it.
Another one.
Fans throw a rather large bra on the stage at a Slipknot concert because that's what goes on at concerts. Girls throw their bras, their underwear. But Corey Taylor, this concert in Mexico City, Corey Taylor took this bra and he wore it on his head. I like it.
At first, I thought you said brawl, but then
No, bra,
that is
like
like
a
okay,
bra,
bra.
like
I like it. I like
yeah.
it.
He wore it on his head as he performed.
That tracks for him. That
Yeah.
just fits Corey Taylor to a T. I
Yes.
with the mask on and then the bra on. That's just perfect. I love it.
The particular mask that he has now, it kind of looks like mask, like when Jim Carrey was masked, but it's white instead of green.
Yeah,
It's almost
yeah.
it,
And it
it
has
looks
like
pretty
the
sick, man.
like for like it moves for like his jaw so he can sing better.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you can hear his voice better. I mean, yeah, and that I like it.
I like it as well.
Yeah, would have been better. You know,
Another
put some
one.
water balloons in there and just use it as a sling.
Yes. Stranger Things is the second Netflix title to cross 1 billion hours viewed in 28 days, only behind the Squid Games.
Oh wow, I
I haven't, to be honest, I haven't watched a single second of either of those shows, but I'm sure they're good. Everyone seems to like them
yeah.
and they get amazing views.
Squid Game was amazing. The way season 3 of Stranger Things ended for me, I just didn't like it. I tried to watch season 4. I couldn't get past like 20 minutes into the first episode. I just wasn't feeling it.
Really?
No, yeah, probably maybe in a couple months I'll go back and watch it and I'll feel it. And because I'm more or less pot committed to watching it because I've already invested that many hours to it. I've watched 3 out of the 4 seasons. Why stop now? So I'll go
Yeah,
back and
right.
eventually watch it. But I'm just kind of like fatigued from it because right now it's everywhere out there in pop culture.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you hear about, and
Yeah.
especially now that they linked Metallica to it, Mike, that
Yeah.
makes it even more
Yeah.
attractive to you.
Well, I went back. I watched that scene. I found that was cool. And the guy, the actor, actually learned how to play Master of Puppets
Really?
for all but for like a couple parts of the solo. He couldn't. He's like, no. He's like, I have no ego about this. Like, I can't play that. So they brought someone else in to play the guitar for him. And then Robert Trujillo's son, Metallica's bassist, 17-year-old, he also provided additional guitar tracks for the soundtrack.
Okay.
So that was cool. Yeah. I found that out yesterday after you told me, and I went down the rabbit hole of all this stuff.
I don't know if you noticed, but on last night's audio show, last night's podcast over on Spotify, the show actually opened up with Metallica Master of Puppets.
The one day I don't check.
It was wild because when I was putting the episode together, the song's the last thing I applied.
Yeah.
And you have this, you see the amount of time you have, the show, everything in the middle, all the things that we use, and then you can see the amount of time that the show is going to be.
Yeah.
So then at the end, it ended up being like an hour and 2 minutes or something like that. And then once I added the Metallica song,
about an hour and 10.
It's like about an hour and 8 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, how fucking long is this song? But then I remember like it is long, but it's badass.
Like,
so I went with it, man.
Metallica, a lot of their songs they're long.
Yeah.
Good, but long.
Yes. Like one of my favorite is One.
That's like almost an 8-minute song, it feels like.
Yes, and it takes so long to get started. It has such that slow beginning.
It builds into it.
It's all part of the experience, but it's a long one.
Like if you listen to like Orion, their instrumental, it It's that too. It's that
Yeah.
long, slow build up. Then once it kicks in, it kicks in. Yeah.
Yes. I do want to go back and say Slipknot on their tour, they do not have any Pittsburgh dates so far. So if you're
Well, then F them then.
yeah, fuck you,
Fuck
Corey.
you. Until you come back, then you're awesome.
Raw tactics. A couple things here about movies. Mike, Clerks 3. Clerks 3. A lot of people's talking about Clerks 3 coming. You interested in the Clerks movies?
Yes, I love the first one. I love the second one. This one, I laughed at the trailer, but it's more or less they're turning Kevin Smith turned Randall into Kevin Smith.
Really?
Because Kevin Smith had a heart attack. Everyone knows he had a heart attack. That's all he talks about anymore. It's heart attack. I understand, he almost died from it. But then, Randall's working at the Quick Stop, has a heart attack, and then he's going to make a movie about working at the Quick Stop. Yeah, that was you, Kevin Smith. You turned Randall into you, and it's kind of like I don't know how to feel about it, but I'm going to hold off judgment until I watch the movie.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I can't wait to watch it. I like those characters. I like that universe. It's
another movie people are talking about. The Rob Zombie reboot of the Munsters.
Ooh.
Now, see, this is one that I would be more interested. I mean, I like Clerks, but the one that I'm looking forward to, I want to see this Munster movie, man. Just to see what twist Rob Zombie put into it, and I'm not real sure what to even make of it. Is it supposed to be funny? I don't think it's going to be funny.
Yeah,
which is what they were. So I'm interested.
Me too. It would be fun if he comes out and it is a comedy. Yeah. That would be like totally out of left field, and it would be great. But even if he makes it like a scary horror thing, that's cool. That's a different interpretation on the Munsters.
Yeah,
so that's sure. I like that. You're taking it into a different direction. You're not shitting on the original.
Attention.
You're trying something different with this source material, and that's what you should do with stuff that's out there. And it's the copyright's gone. You take that story to a different direction, see where it goes.
Another one. Here's one for you. Blossom or Ken Jennings? Who do you like to be the host of Jeopardy?
I haven't heard.
Now
I've caught Blossom a couple times. I
guess she keeps making all these mistakes. I haven't seen the show for a while. I do love Jeopardy, but the more and more I keep reading is, the company has to keep jumping in because she's making mistakes. The latest one, she told somebody they didn't get an answer right when it was right. So they're having some issues with her. Now, don't take anything bad away from that because she's a brilliant person. If you look into her background,
yeah, she's smart.
She's very, very smart. I think she was a scientist in real life.
Yeah.
And Ken Jennings, I mean, the all-time winner on Jeopardy. So they've been going back and forth a little bit. I don't really care who would be I personally think that Ken Jennings would be the more organic fit.
Just because he was on the show.
Yes, and he did so well, and he was the best ever. And who better to put in that spot than the person that did this success? I dig. However, like I said, Blossom is a very, very, very smart person. So I'm undecided on that. I could go either way.
I see. I've only heard her. I liked her on The Big Bang Theory, but on Jeopardy, there's just like the sound of her voice on it for some reason. It's just it's like it's a tonal thing.
Oh, I hear you.
I think just because you've heard Alex Trebek for so long, in that voice, then you've heard her for how many seasons on Big Bang Theory with that voice, and to have her like real voice,
right?
Not the acting voice. It's a tonal thing for me, and I'm not used to it, so I'm kind of iffy on her just because of that. It's so superficial, but it's just the way my ear works, and I process that voice. It's just,
you're right.
I loved her on the show, but her reading these questions, it doesn't feel right. No, if she was in character reading the questions, I would buy into that. I would be locked in, ready to go.
Everybody, when you get a chance, go over to Spotify, check out the new mixtape by Hit 'em Hard Music. Hit 'em Hard to the Graveyard, brand new, just came out last week, 9 songs. Mixtape, it includes Tempo FYF, Jump Off JD, Stickman Slick, Cigarillo's Dust, Prime Sinister, and I think that's everybody. Make sure you go check them out. Great stuff. That was what was on at the beginning of the show. Again, like yesterday, we have been playing some of the stuff off of that mixtape to start the show.
Yes.
Mike, you ready? I think I found something for us to do here for me to get my naked hug from behind back.
Oh God, I'm ready.
Let's see here. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do you recall a couple weeks ago when we got a hold of the bird blonde and she was able to answer some current event questions?
Yeah.
And the game was it came back to you to figure out not if the questions were right or wrong, but if the contestant got them right or wrong. You recall this?
I recall this, yeah.
Okay, so I'm digging. I'm digging through my all my shit here, and I found a game.
Oh God.
Now, if you recall, last season, you had made note the other day to wish our old host a happy birthday, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So today, what we're going to do, we have a game where Allie, one of our original hosts, answers 10 questions of today's current events. And you have to guess whether she got them correct or incorrect. And this will decide the fate of my birthday gift.
Oh God, this is scary.
It is scary.
Oh God.
Do you think that you're ready for this challenge?
I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for this.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask. I asked her 10 questions that are connected to today's current event. It could be things that happened this week, today, the end of last week. Very, very up to date. So what I did was I talked to our former co-host and I asked her these same 10 questions.
Oh,
and what I'm going to do is ask the question to you.
Uh-huh.
You're going to say whether you think she got it correct or incorrect. And that's how you'll be awarded points or not.
Okay. Right? Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna hold on though. I'm gonna type all the questions into YouTube and see if she's watching to give me the answers.
No, don't do that.
No, they're super hard forgot already.
There's a lot riding on this. We can't. We can't have scandal. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So the first question I asked Allie, the former co-host of the show from season 1, I asked her this. Number 1, blank was sworn in as the first Black female justice on the U.S. Supreme Court.
She got that one wrong.
And you're going to say Allie got that wrong.
I'm already saying she got that one wrong.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Blank was sworn in as the first Black female justice on the U.S. Supreme Court.
I'll go with Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza Rice is incorrect, of course. The answer is
Kanjati.
Something Brown Jackson. I can't pronounce the first name.
Oh God, I used to be able to pronounce Kanjata. I'm probably butchering her poor name.
Kanji Brown Jackson.
Ketjani, I believe. Yeah.
So of course that's the correct answer, and Allie got it wrong. So you have 1 point so far, Mike.
Yes.
Now I think that what we'll do, I don't know. Let's think. What could be the amount that we shoot for to see if you have to get 7 correct.
7?
That's pretty fair, I think.
Should be 6.
Why 6?
Because that's what it's just a winning record yesterday. It's got to be a winning record today. That's it.
We have higher expectations than the Pirates here, Mike. We're going to go one game higher.
Oh, gosh. I could get 70% of this. You guess her and her crazy mind.
Yes.
That's not fair. That is not fair at all.
And these are current events questions. Number 2. In the case of blank versus Environmental Protection Agency, the Supreme Court issued a ruling that limits the power of the EPA to regulate greenhouse gas emissions from power plants. So we're looking for a state. Do you think she knows the state that is involved with this?
No, she does not know.
Probably wrong.
In the case of blank versus Environmental Protection Agency, the Supreme Court issued a ruling that limits the power of the EPA to regulate greenhouse gas emissions from power plants.
And you said that she does not know.
I said she does not know.
Now, the answer, I'm going to give you the answer up front. It's West Virginia. If you did or you didn't know, the answer is West Virginia to this question. Let's see what Allie says.
I'm looking for a state.
State? Okay, can you repeat?
In the case of blank versus Environmental Protection Agency, the Supreme Court issued a ruling that limits the power of EPA to regulate greenhouse emissions from power plants.
Let's go. Washington.
Washington is incorrect.
I like how she needed you to repeat the question and then had to think on it, like she knew.
So,
when she watches this, I'm sitting here shitting on her. She's gonna kill me.
2 questions asked. You got them both correct. You got 2 points. 5 more to go. Number 3 is Sweden and Finland are expected to soon become members of NATO after the country of blank dropped its opposition. So we're looking for a country here. Do you think that Allie knows that it's Turkey?
No,
You're going to say no.
I'm gonna say no.
All right, let's see what she says.
Sweden and Finland are expected to soon become members of NATO after the country of blank dropped its opposition.
And you said she does not know.
She does not know.
Oh.
Looking good for you.
It is looking great for
Who were
me.
the 2 that you said? Who were the 2 countries?
Sweden and Finland.
Like she knows.
After Finland dropped out. We're gonna go Russia because I know they're not part of them. So.
Russia.
Oh.
Russia was her answer, which is incorrect.
Incorrect. I give her credit though. She she thought it through and she knew stuff's going on between Russia and all of them because Russia did not want them to join. So yeah.
Nonetheless, it was incorrect. But you
it was
got it
incorrect.
correct, which is important. So
Yeah, I got
you
it.
have 3 out of 3, Mike. I feel my naked hug from behind just slipping away.
Just slips. I had something slipping.
All right, number 4. About 50 migrants seeking refuge in the U.S. were found dead in an overheated tractor trailer abandoned in blank, Texas. Does Allie know what city in Texas this was in? Of course, the answer was San Antonio.
I'm still going no.
You're gonna stay with no.
I'm gonna stay with no.
You're gonna get burned on this strategy one day, mister.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Probably on this one. Because I would have said
So-
Dallas or some shit, and she's gonna get it right.
So let's see, does she know what city that the 50 migrants died over the past week?
All right. About 50 migrants seeking refuge in U.S. were found dead in an overheated tractor trailer abandoned in blank, Texas.
And you said she does not know that it's San Antonio, correct?
Correct.
Looking
El
for
Paso.
El Paso, okay. The Michigan Supreme Court threw out.
Oh, she said El Paso. El Paso was her guess.
That's a damn good guess because it's right across the border.
But you said that she got it
Right.
right.
I said she got it. No, I said she got it wrong.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got another one. You have all 4 right. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was a damn good guess by her. That's like, yeah, right across the river. I would have made that guess too.
All right. The Michigan Supreme Court threw out charges against former Governor Rick Snyder and 8 other officials for their complicity in the public health emergency that arose from contaminated water in the city of blank, Michigan.
Flint. I'm thinking she got this one right.
Got the Flint one right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Charges against former Governor Rick Snyder and 8 other officials for their complicity in the public health emergency that arose from contaminated water in the city of blank.
And you said she knows Flint, Michigan.
Yes.
What state? Michigan?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, what's the one place I know in Michigan? Let's go Detroit.
I knew.
Detroit.
Ah, damn it, Allie. Killing me,
She says-
Smalls. Killing me.
He says Detroit. So you have guessed 4 correct,
Oh.
1 incorrect. Halfway through,
Gave her the benefit of the doubt on that one.
you did. You did give her the
Oh,
benefit of the doubt. And it backfired. So now you really gotta think your strategies through, man.
I do.
Number 6, WNBA star blank appeared before a Russian court in Moscow where she faces up to 10 years in prison on charges of carrying cannabis oil vape cartridges. Do you think that the former host of this show, Allie, knew or did not know Brittany Griner?
See, if this is trending on TikTok, she would know, and I don't know if it is, but I'm going to go with no. She does not know.
She does not know Brittany Griner. All right.
Yeah, she doesn't follow sports, so I'm gonna.
WNBA star blank appeared before a Russian court in Moscow where she faces up to 10 years in prison on charges of carrying cannabis oil vape cartridges.
Okay, and then you said she does not know Brittany Griner.
Okay, you guys have been talking about her for a couple
Fuck.
days now. And I just saw something about her today. So let me think. Brittany. I just don't know how to say her name. Griner.
She nailed it. She nailed it. Brittany Griner. That takes you to 4 and 2. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for my my celebration. My birthday celebration, Mike.
That Flint one is gonna haunt me because that started the domino effect that I gave her the benefit of the doubt.
Now you don't know what the hell to think. You don't know what she knows.
I don't. She's unpredictable.
All right, let's move on to the next. Now this is fun. In a 5-4 decision, the Supreme Court ruled that Biden administration may end the Trump era blank policy for immigrants, which of course was the remain in Mexico policy. Do you think that Allie knew or she didn't know that this was the policy?
I'm gonna go with no. She does not know.
You're gonna go with no.
Go with no.
All right. In a 5-4 decision, the Supreme Court ruled that the Biden administration may end the Trump era blank policy for immigrants.
And Mike says she does not know.
Mm-hmm.
Trump era blank. I have no clue.
And she did not have a clue. So you got that another one right, Mike. You are 5 and 2 with 3 left. Do the math.
I gotta go 2 and 1.
I'm predicting a nice naked hug from behind coming here. But let's see. A lot of game left. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Tennis star who hadn't played in nearly a year lost her first round match at Wimbledon. The teenager Harmony Tan. Is Allie gonna know Serena Williams?
I'm at a loss. I don't know how to play this.
It ain't so easy now.
No, it's not. That Detroit question's fucking me. I'm gonna go with no. She just no, begrudgingly no.
So you're saying Allie does not know that this was Serena
She
Williams?
probably fucking knows Serena Williams, but I'm gonna go with no.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Tennis superstar blank, who hadn't played in nearly a year, lost her first round match at Wimbledon to a teenager, Harmony Tan.
And you said she does not know, correct?
Yeah, I'm regretting that decision.
Venus Williams.
Oh, Venus Williams.
Oh, damn. Oh,
You was that close, Mike.
yeah.
No.
Because she had a 50-50 shot of getting it.
You know what? She knew that it was a Williams.
She knew the right family.
Give her the point for that.
Yeah, she knew the right family, and
All right. So you got 6 correct, 2 wrong, We're down to the final two. The final two questions, Mike. Are you ready for number 9?
I'm ready.
Singer, songwriter, and record producer R. Kelly was sentenced to blank years in prison after being convicted on sex trafficking charges. Is she going to know? 30 years, 30 years.
Yes,
30 years.
I'm going.
Story. Everybody sees it. Does Allie know?
I think she does.
You're going to say you think that Allie knows that this one is 30 years.
Because we talked about it on the show, and that's how she knew the Brittany Griner one.
Talked about 8 of these things so far. All right, so you're going to say she does know that it's 30 years.
Yeah.
It's got a lot riding on the line here, man.
I know. What's her say? Like 20. I'll be so pissed. Like 29, she said there's some shit.
Now you got to remember, Epstein's wife was 20. She was, R. Kelly was 30.
Yeah.
So you're going to stick with she knows 30.
No, I'm going to stick with she knows 30. This is
okay.
Big mistake, but yeah.
Okay. Singer, songwriter, and record producer R. Kelly was sentenced to blank years in prison after being convicted on sex trafficking charges. Sorry.
And you're going to say she knows 30.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Oh God, I don't even know how many years. Let's go 30.
Oh, she pulled that one out of her ass.
She was like Cordell Stewart against Michigan, just chucking it to the end zone.
Wow. Did you even see that coming?
I did not. When she's like, oh, let's just guess it's 30. Oh.
All right. So just for shits and giggles, let's do the last one. You already won. As for today, there's no no future celebrations for me, but we'll see. You never know what tomorrow brings. So let's see the final one. Just for shits and giggles, let's see if you think that she got this one correct.
Okay.
Sesame Street Muppet blank was featured in a PSA getting his COVID-19 vaccination. Will she know that the Sesame Street Muppet Elmo got his COVID-19 shot?
She's a decent shot at this. I'm going to say yeah. It's either Elmo or Big Bird would be most people's guesses. So
all right, so let's kind of pad your stats. Let's see if you can get this one right. You said she knows Elmo got his vaccination.
Elmo.
A lot. I'm sure he has more, but he's
all right. And last one. Sesame Street Muppet blank was featured in a PSA getting his COVID-19 vaccination.
And you said she will know.
Yes.
Ooh, let's go Elmo. He's kind of
Elmo. Woo! She pulls up at the end, man. She early on you would have thought this was going to be a cakewalk, but you know what? The last 5 or so, she really she made it competitive.
She did. Yeah.
So Mike, you win. You got 8 correct out of 10, 80%. 8 wins, 2 losses, 8 correct, 2 wrong. You win the day's game of current events with the listeners. Mike, why don't you go and tell everybody about the website before we take off, bud?
DumYinzers.com. Over there, you can check out all of our fun stuff, like, listen to our episodes on Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, watch us on YouTube, link over to the merchandise store, and you can email us as well. All from our page, DumYinzers.com.
And there you have it, everybody. Be sure to get over to the website, check it out, all kind of cool stuff. From there, you can check out all of our videos. There's merchandise, like Mike said. You can contact information, anything that you need to find, you can find at our website. As for the 2 Dum Yinzers, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. For Mike, for Ryan, 2 Dum Yinzers.